Hello students, welcome back to our class. So in today's class we are going to see unit exercise 4, so sums in unit exercise 4. See the first sum. In the figure they have given a figure, so the diagram is like this. Here it is right angle and the angle here is also right angle. So this is A, B, E, D and this point is F and this point is C. Okay, so in the figure they have given BD is perpendicular to AD. BD is perpendicular to AC and CE is perpendicular to AB. Prove that. We have to first prove that triangle AEC is similar. The symbol is similar. We have seen this in the first exercise, right? There's a triangle AEC is similar to triangle ADB. We have to prove this. We have to prove the triangle AEC. What is AEC? This triangle is similar to ADB. This triangle. Okay, so we are going to use some of the properties of similarity. So what are the properties we can? So we know that there are many criterion for proving two of the triangles is similar. Yes, there are AA criterion, AAA criterion, SAS criterion, side angle side criterion, like that. Okay, so what are the triangles? The triangle is the two triangle is AEC and the another one triangle is AEC and then ADB. So let this be D, A and B. Okay, see here it is right angle here, and if this is right angle means we know that this is a straight line. Yes, so if this is right angle means this also will be right angle, right? Because this is 90 degree. Yes, the whole degree is 180. So 180 minus 90 degree is here also 90 degree. Therefore AEC here is a 90 degree and it is given that here also if this is 90 degree we can say that this is also 90 degree. Therefore it is right angle that here. From this what we can say? Angle AEC is equal to angle ADB is equal to 90 degree. That is both the angles are same. This is also right angle and this is also right angle. Their angles are 90 degree. And see here we are having a common angle here. See here angle A and here is also angle A. These two angles are common for these two triangles, right? That is angle CAE is equal to angle BAD. You have to write the reason because they are similar angles. Similar angles means the angles are same because they are same. We can say that because the angles are same, therefore we are writing angle CAE is equal to angle BAD. See here, from these two triangles we said that this angle and these two triangles angles are same. If two of the angles are same, by using what criterion? AA criterion of similarity, we can say that triangle AEC is similar to triangle ADB. Yes, this is what we have to prove, right? Hence, prove. Okay, what is the property that we have used here? We have used the AA criterion of similarity. So by using that we say two of these two triangles, from these two triangles, two of its angles are same. So if two of its angles are same, we use the AA criterion of similarity and we can say that these two triangles are similar. Okay, and then see the second subdivision. CA divided by AB is equal to CE divided by DB. Okay, CA divided by AB is equal to CE divided by DB. Okay, so by since these two triangles, what are the triangles? These two triangles. From one we got that triangle AEC is similar to triangle ADB. We know that triangle AEC is similar to triangle ADB. Then what is the property? We know that their corresponding sides are in common ratio. Their corresponding sides are in ratio. Therefore, see here. CA divided by BA, CA divided by BA. Any two, we are taking any two sides. Any two of its sides are in common ratios. Therefore, CA divided by BA is equal to CE divided by this side. CE divided by BD. BD. Okay, this is what we have to prove, right? See, here CA divided by BA is there. Here AB only we have to find. So change the line. AB is equal to CE divided by here 2. BB. This is what we have to prove, right? Hence, proved. So first what we do? From the first one, we took these two triangles are similar. If two of the triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are in common ratio. That is, the corresponding sides here we took these two sides. CA divided by BA is equal to CE divided by BD, and we just interchanged these two and we got the answer. And we got the condition that we have to prove. Okay. Now let us see the second sum. In the given figure, here also they have given a figure. This is A, B, and this point is C, and this is D, and this is E, this is F. Okay, so in the given figure, AB is parallel to CD, which is also parallel to EF. These three lines, AB, CD, and EF, these three lines are parallel like this. Okay, these three lines are parallel. Okay, and they have given the values. AB is equal to 6 centimeter. This is 6. CD is equal to X centimeter, and EF is equal to 4 centimeter. Okay, BD is equal to, where is BD? BD is equal to 5 centimeter. DE is equal to Y centimeter. So we have to find the value of X and Y. Okay, so we have to find the value of X and then Y. Okay, so now let us see this theorem. So first what we are going to take is, we are going to take these two triangles. We are going to take this triangle alone. AEF. We are going to take this triangle alone like this. Okay, AEF, and this is CD. Okay, so see here, from triangle, first we are taking the triangle AEF and triangle ACD. Okay, ACD. See, in both the triangles, angle A is common, right? Angle FAE is equal to angle DAC, since it is common angle. Okay, they both are common angles. You have to write the reason also why we are writing like this. Both are common angles, and see here, this is these two lines are parallel, right? These two lines are parallel. So for the parallel line, if you draw a line horizontal, it makes an angle of 90 degree. Yes, it makes an angle of 90 degree. Then what we can say, here it is also 90 degree, here it is also 90 degree. That is, angle DCA is equal to angle FEA is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so two angles are same. இங்க ரெண்டு angle வந்து காமனா இருக்கு இந்த two trianglesக்கும் two of its angles are same. Then what we can say, by AA criterion, we can say that triangle AEF is similar to triangle ACD. If they are similar, what we can do? We can say that the corresponding sides are in ratio. So for this we can take that AE divided by AC is equal to AE divided by AC is equal to EF divided by CD. Okay, EF divided by CD. Now take the values. What is AE? AE, we don't know the values, right? So we don't know the values of AE. Keep it as it is. What is AC? We don't know the value of AC also. Keep it as it is. What is EF? EF is 4. This is equal to 4 divided by, what is CD? CD is X. Therefore, AE divided by AC is equal to 4 divided by X. On cross multiplying, it becomes AC divided by AE is equal to X divided by 4. Therefore, AC is equal to X into AE divided by 4. AC is equal to X into AE divided by 4. So now we took this triangle alone. Right, similarly we can take this triangle. Now we are going to take that triangle. Okay. Now take this triangle. It is like this. What is the triangle? A, B, and here it is E, and this is C and D. Okay. So we are going to take the triangle. Now B, A, E and triangle DCE. We are going to take BAE and DCE. So in this triangle, we know that angle DEC is equal to angle BEA are same. Common angle, because they both are common angles. BEA is equal to DEC, because we are having angle ES common for both the triangles. So common angles, and again we can say that this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree because these two lines are parallel lines. Okay, so these two lines are parallel lines, therefore we can say that angle BAE is equal to angle DCE is equal to 90 degree. So we know that we got that two of its angles of these two triangles are same. Therefore what we can say? By AA criterion of similarity, we can say that triangle BAE is similar to triangle DCE. So if two of the triangles are similar, we know that their corresponding sides are in some ratio, in proportion, right? So therefore what we can take here? We can take CE divided by CEA is equal to CE divided by BA, right? CE divided by EA is equal to CD divided by BA. Okay, now we took this. Now shall we take the values? What is value of EC, CE? We don't know the values of CE, so keep it as it is. What is EA? We don't know the value of AE, so keep it as it is, which is equal to what is DC? It is X divided by what is BA? BA is 6. Okay, and again take this AE that side. So we got CE is equal to X into AE divided by 6. CE is equal to X into AE divided by 6. Okay. Okay, now, so in the triangle, what we are going to do is, we are going to use the basic proportionality theorem. That is Thales theorem. By Thales theorem, CE divided by EA is equal to, we are going to use CE divided by EA is equal to DE divided by, what is DE? DE divided by DBE. Okay, so we are going to take Thales theorem, that is CE divided by AE is equal to DE divided by EB. Okay, we are going to take the Thales theorem, therefore by Thales theorem CE divided by AE is equal to DE divided by BE. Now take the values. What is CE? We don't know the value of CE. What is AE? We don't know the value of AE. And again, what is DE? DE is Y. DE is Y. And what is BE? BE is 5 plus Y. 5 plus Y. Okay. So CE is equal to Y into AE divided by 5 plus Y. Okay, now see here. Now we are going to solve for this. AC is equal to X into AE divided by 4 and CE is equal to, what is CE? X into AE divided by 6. Right. So add these both. Add these two. This is the condition we got from first triangle and this is the condition we got from the second triangle, this triangle, right? So add that both, that is AC plus CE equal to, AC plus CE is equal to, so what is AC in the right hand side? X into AE divided by 4 plus X into AE divided by 6. Okay, what is AC plus CE? What is AC plus CE? It is AE. Therefore, AE is equal to X into AE. So take AE as common outside. X divided by 4 plus X divided by 6. So AE and AE gets cancelled. So here it is 1. So on taking LCM, okay, on taking LCM, what happens here? 4, 6, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3. So 4, 3 is 12, right? Yes, 2, 2 is 4, 4, 3 is 12. Taking LCM is 12. In the left hand side we are having 1. So 4 into 3. So 3x plus it is 2, 2x. So 5x is equal to, what's the answer? So from this we got 5x divided by 12 is equal to 1. That is 5x is equal to 12. Then what's the value of x? 12 divided by 5, which is equal to 2.4. So x is equal to 2.4 centimeter. So we found the value of x, right? Now we want to find the value of y, this term, that is DE. We want to find the value of y. So for that, we are going to take this triangle, the same triangle here, that is BAE. Okay, so from this we are going to use the basic proportionality theorem. So by basic proportionality theorem, we can say that CD divided by AB is equal to CE divided by AE, right? CE divided by AE is equal to CD divided by AE. Because why we are using the basic proportionality theorem is these two lines are parallel. Yes, if these two lines are parallel, if two lines are parallel, you can use the basic proportionality theorem. So by basic proportionality theorem, CD divided by AB is equal to CE divided by AE. Yes, what is the value of CD? CD is x divided by, what is AB? AB is 6, which is equal to, what is CE? It's not CE, right? So it is DE divided by DE. We are not going to use these two values because in this diagram we don't know the values of these two. AE and CE, we don't know the values. But see this side we know the value of AE and BE, right? We know the value of AE and BE. Therefore we are going, so DE and BE. Therefore we are going to use DE divided by BE. Okay, both the answers are correct. By basic proportionality theorem, we can take anything. If we take this side means, we don't know the values of this side. Right. So, since we want to find this value, therefore we are taking this side. Therefore, DE divided by BE, that is y divided by 5 plus y. Now, what's the value of x? It is 2.4. Yes, 2.4. This is 1, this is 0.4. 0.4. Now on cross multiplying, y is equal to 0.4 into 5 plus y. Now solve this. What happens? Y is equal to 5 is 25, that is 2.5 plus 0.5 into y. Okay, so on multiplying by 10 on all the sides. So 10y is equal to 25 plus 5y. Bring this 5y this side. What happens? Minus 5y. So 5y is equal to 25. Y is equal to 5. Is that so? Sorry, this is 0.4, right? Yes. So it is 2 here. It is 0.4. Okay, now solve this on, how will you solve this? Bring this 0.4y this side, here it is 1. So 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6y is equal to 2. Therefore, y is equal to 2 divided by 0.6. On multiplying both numerator and denominator by 10, we get 20 divided by 6. That is 6 3 is 18. Point balance 2, again 3 3. So we can stop with 3 3. Okay, it goes on, we can stop with 3 3. So what's the value of y? Y is equal to 3.33 centimeter. Okay, that is what we have to find out. We have to find the values of x and y. So from first we took these two triangles and using the similarity concept, we found the value of x, and using in this triangle, because we want to find the value of y alone, therefore we are taking this triangle alone. So from this triangle we use the concept theorem, basic proportionality theorem, or it is also called as Taylor's theorem. So using that theorem, we took the corresponding sides, because AB and CD are parallel, we took that, and the side BE. Using that, we took this step and we just substituted the values and found the values of y as 3.33 centimeter. Okay, see in the third one what's given. O is any point inside a circle ABC. The bisector of AOB, BOC and COA meets the side AB, BC and CA in point D, E and F respectively. Show that they have given a condition, we have to prove that. Okay, so there is a triangle at first, A, B, C. Okay, O is any point inside the circle. Now let this be inside the triangle. Now let that be O. Okay. Yes. So see here, the bisector of AOB. AOB means the angle bisector of O. Right. So the bisector of AOB, the bisector of BOC and the bisector of COA meets the sides AB, BC and CA at D, E and F. This point is D and this point is E and this point is F. They are given the bisector. Bisector means this line meets cut. This line divides this angle into equal angles, two equal angles. That is the meaning for bisector. Okay, so using that we have to show our condition. What's the condition is AD into BE into CF is equal to DB into EC into FA. Okay, we have to prove this condition. Okay, now let us take the triangle AOB. Okay, since OD is the angle bisector, yes, OD is the angle bisector of angle O, right? Angle bisector. By using the what theorem? By using ABT. What is ABT? That is angle bisector theorem. So at first we saw the basic proportionality theorem and angle bisector theorem, right? So using angle bisector theorem, what we can write is OA divided by OB is equal to AD divided by DB. Let this be first equation. Okay, and again take this triangle BOC. In triangle BOC, what's the angle bisector there? OE is the angle bisector. Yes, OE is the angle bisector. So what we can write by angle bisector theorem? We can take OB divided by OC. OB divided by OC is equal to BE divided by EC. BE divided by EC. Now take this as the second equation. Okay, still we are having one triangle here. Now take the another triangle. Triangle AOC. Yes, triangle AOC. In that OF is the angle bisector. OF is the angle bisector. Again, by angle bisector theorem, we can take that OC divided by OA is equal to CF divided by FA. Now let this be the third equation. So next we are going to do multiplying first equation, second equation and third equation. Now multiply the left hand side separately and the right hand side separately. What is the left hand side? OA divided by OB into OB divided by OC into OC divided by OA. And what about the right hand side? The first one is AD divided by DB into, second one is BE divided by EC into, third one is CF divided by FA. Okay, see here, OA gets cancelled, OB and OC. So what do we have in the one side? We have 1 equal to, multiply the numerator, AD into BE into CF, the whole divided by DB into EC into FA. Bring this denominator to the left hand side, it comes to the multiplication. Therefore, DB into EC into FA is equal to AD into BE into CF. This is what we have to prove, right? See here, AD into BE into CF is equal to DB into EC into FA. Right? This is the condition we have to prove. Hence prove. Okay, now let us see the fourth sum. Yes, what's the first sum? The fourth sum given here. In the first, so they have given a triangle here. A, B, C, and this is D and this is E. Okay, so in the figure, ABC is a triangle in which AB is equal to AC. So the condition given is AB is equal to AC. Okay, AB is equal to AC. Points D and E are points on the side AB and AC. So D and E are points on the side AB and AC and respectively. Such that, and again the condition is AD is equal to AE. They have given AD is equal to AE. Okay, show that the points B, C, D, E lie on the same circle. B, C, D, E lie on the same circle. That is what we have to do. B, C, D, E lie on the concentric circle. So we should prove that these four points makes a quadrilateral. So we have to prove that quadrilateral. So what is the condition for the quadrilateral? For the quadrilateral, the sum of the angles of the opposite sides will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, so it is enough to prove that, angle BDC, this angle BDC plus angle CED is equal to 180 degree, first condition, and the second condition will be another two angles, this is DBC, right? Angle DBC is plus CED is equal to 180 degree, and again angle BDE plus angle ECB is equal to 180 degree. These two angles makes a sum of 180 degree. We have to prove these two conditions. Okay, so in the question itself they have given that AB is equal to AC and AD is equal to DE. Right, if we prove DB is equal to EC, then we can say that DE is parallel to BC, right? எப்போ அப்படின்னா இந்த சைடு சேம், இந்த சைடு சேம் நம்ம ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா இதுவும் parallel இருக்குன்னு நம்ம சொல்லிடலாம். So for that we have to prove this is equal, DB is equal to EC. So see here, what's the condition given here? AB is equal to AC and AD is equal to AE. Keep this is 1 and this is 2. So now take 1 minus 2. What happened to the left hand side? AB minus AD is equal to AC minus AE. What is AB minus AD? AB minus AD is equal to DB, which is equal to what is AC minus AE? Which is EC. So we found that DB is equal to EC. Therefore, we can say that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, DE is parallel to BC. Now we are going to take the condition. Now we are going to take the concept of corresponding sides. See here, we know that these two line angles are corresponding angles. So from this we can take that these two angles are same, corresponding angles. Similarly, see here, take this line. So from this line we can say that ABC is equal to angle ADE. Angle ABC is equal to angle ADE. Now add BDE on both sides. Yes. Angle ABC plus angle BDE is equal to angle ADE plus angle BDE. See here, when this and these two angles are added, we know that it makes an angle of 180 degree. Yes, this is a straight line and this angle plus this angle will be equal to 180 degree. That is what we are having in the right hand side, ADE plus BDE. So instead of that we can take ABC plus BDE is equal to 180 degree. Yes, 180 degree. So see here, we know ABC plus BDE. See here, instead of BC, we can take it is CB. Okay, we can take it is CB. Therefore, angle ACB plus angle BDE is equal to 180 degree. Okay, instead of BC we took it as CB. So because these two lines are parallel, okay, therefore we took, so angle ACB plus angle BDE. So this angle plus this angle makes 180 degree. Yes, this condition. Okay, so instead of ECB we are having ACB, no problem with that. Okay, this angle and this angle are same. Therefore, ACB plus BDE is equal to 180 degree. Hence, we have proved the first condition. Now, we have to prove the second condition. For this, just take this side. So, in this side, take angle ACB plus. We know that these and these two angles are corresponding angles, which is equal to angle AED. Okay, now add the angle DEC on both sides. Angle ACB plus angle DEC is equal to angle AED plus angle DEC. So AED plus DEC, when these two angles are added, it makes an angle of 180 degree. So in the right hand side we get 180 degree. So angle ACB plus angle DEC is equal to 180 degree. Okay, instead of CB here, you can write ABC. Okay, instead of CB, you can take ABC plus angle DEC is equal to 180 degrees. Since DE is parallel to BC, instead of CB here, we are writing BC. Okay, so using that, what we got? ABC plus ABC, this angle plus DEC, this angle makes it 180 degree. It is of first condition. Hence, we have proved. So, this points BCDE makes a cyclic quadrilateral. BCDE makes a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, hence we have proved the given condition. So, now we are moving on to the fifth sum. So, what's the question? Two trains leave a railway station at the same time. The first train travels due west and the second train travels due north. The first train travels at a speed of, so let this be a station. Okay, the first train is traveling due west and the second train is traveling due north. Okay, let this be A, let the station be O and let this point be B. The first train travels at a speed of 20 km per hour and the second train travels at the speed of 30 km per hour. After 2 hours, what is the distance between them? So, after 2 hours, okay, after 2 hours, the first train it reaches point A and after 2 hours, the second train reaches the point B. So, after 2 hours, we want to find this distance. Okay, we want to find this distance. So, it is traveling due north, it is traveling due west, so it makes an angle of 90 degree. Okay, so the first train is traveling at the speed of First train speed. Speed is equal to 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, and the second train speed is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Now we want to find this distance. Okay, we know that distance is equal to speed into time taken. Yes, what's the speed? We know the speed and what's the time taken. After 2 hours only we have to find this distance, right? So for first train, that is OA. The distance OA is the distance of first train that has covered after 2 hours. Okay, so what is the speed of first train? It is 20 into 2, which is equal to 40 kilometer. This is 40 kilometer. And what happens to OB? What's its speed? It is 30. So 30 into after 2 hours, which is equal to 60 kilometer. This is 60 kilometer. Okay, now we have to find the value of AB. So by Pythagoras theorem, you have to write the theorems from which we are going to take the steps. Okay, so from Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. What is OA? OA is 40, so 40 square is 1600 plus. What is OB? OB is 60. 60 square is 3600. Now the thing is we have to solve for that. The thing we have to find AB alone. Now we are having AB square on the left hand side, right? Therefore, AB square is equal to, so what is 1600? Okay, from this you can take 100 outside. Okay, from both things, 16 plus 36. Okay, so AB is equal to square root of 100 into, we can take 4 outside, right? Yes, if we take 4 outside, what's the value here? 4 is 16 plus 9 is 36, so plus 9 here. Which is equal to, so from this 10 into 2. Square root of 13. So we are taking 100 outside and 4 outside, and this is 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is 20 root 3 kilometer. So what's the value of AB? The distance between two trains is 20 root 3 kilometer. So you have to write in both. The distance between two trains after the travelling of 2 hours is 20 root 13. 20 root 13 kilometer. Okay, so with this we are going to complete this video. We can see the remaining sums in the next class. Thank you, students.